so much space.
Hello people, welcome back. So I got a new boat, new to me at least. It is the Jackson Rockstar version 1. It's an old boat, but if you get it for free like I did, why not take it? So here she is. Okay, the Jackson Rockstar. Nice little small playboat. If you know whitewater, then you've probably seen one of these. Only difference is mine's a C1, so yeah. Alright, so this whole entire system is based out of this composite fence rail right here. That's something you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot for pretty cheap, so that's why I went with that. And it's in there very solid. I basically cut out slots for the foam pillars in the front and back, and I shoved that in to both sides, which wedges it into the boat and gives me a really stable platform for everything else. I also added a strip of Gorilla Tape down the bottom, and make sure to put a little bit of foam underneath this, so you have something in between this post and the hull of the boat to if you're going over rocks, so it can bend. But that's that fence post. You can look at other C1 conversions with that system and look more into that. Then we'll start off with the seat. So I've got my foam here. This is about a 6-inch saddle, which I may lower in the future. And this is the back band, which is something new that I'm trying. So I took the old Jackson back band out of this and just used it again. I took an NRS type strap and I just cut off the actual tightening section of it here. And I just bolted that into the inside of the cockpit rim, so there's no holes in the boat, which is good. It'll keep it dry. And basically I got my mom to sew this around the back band on both sides, and this runs up here and I can just tighten it how much I want. It'll cup around my back and it gives me a really supportive platform for my back, because that's something I felt like I was lacking in one of my older conversions. So far this has gone pretty well. Other thing, I've got these bungees pulling it back in the back. Basically, that prevents it from sticking to me when I'm trying to get out, and basically pulling along this point and just coming up out of the boat and not letting me get out. And it also prevents it from falling down there, entrapping my foot or anything like that. Going down here, we've got just some thin ankle shims that I'll probably remove eventually. And we've just got some normal hip pads that I cut out of foam and glued onto this cutout section of the boat where the normal hip pads on a kayak would go. So that's kind of convenient. And then I've got the straps bolted onto the back of that, also so that there's no holes in the boat. And they just come out through here. So the straps, they come down first to this plastic buckle. I have this so that I have an extra way to unhook my straps in case the quick release doesn't work. And also, since it's plastic, in an emergency I could possibly just break out of this plastic, but if it was metal it would probably be a different situation. Through the buckle it comes down into this O-ring. Both straps feed in so that they have a straight trajectory into the quick release. Then you can just take both of these straps and feed them through. So here's the quick release. It's also plastic, so I could break out of it. I may end up changing this to metal because it seems like it might be slipping a little bit. But basically, pull your skirt and then you pull this buckle and the straps come out really easily. I haven't found any issues with stacking them so far due to the height of this buckle that I got. I made sure to make it so that it wouldn't relatch when I'm pulling out the straps. So that's worked pretty well for me. And that's my strap system, which I like to keep close into like where I'm sitting so that it goes around the upper part of my knee and can keep me more stable. Then we go down to the knees. I've got 2 blocks of foam to spread my knees out and give myself a wider base so I'm more stable. Some really thin knee pads here. I found that I don't need much support under my knees, and that just allows me to feel more comfortable in the boat and have my ankles a bit more comfortable. And then we just have this foam on the side to wedge in my knees, so I'm also comfortable towards the outside of the boat. Same thing on both sides. And last, something that I'll probably add is sort of like a mini bulkhead to some straps up in the front to slide my knees under. Because these straps are so far up on my legs, I also feel like I need something a little lower to support my knees when I'm pulling up to do tricks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something I'm working on adding right now. And then like I said, I'll probably lower the seat in the future. Overall, that is my outfitting system. This is, I think, my 2nd or 3rd conversion, so we're figuring out new things, trying out new things, and so far I'm pretty happy with this. So now I went out for my maiden voyage with this boat, just on a little class 2 run, did some wet exits, did some rolling, some surfing, and I'll show you that and my first times in the boat right now.